I'm Will Pintar from Team Drawn Combat, and this is my hobby vlog, Lockdown Cribs Edition. Come in. So, this is my house. Okay, this is obviously, as you come into my house, this is my living room. Spend zero time in here whatsoever. So really, what I should show you really upstairs first. So, in my house now, this is my bedroom. Come in. This is where the magic happens. Quite literally, this is literally where the missus sends me up to play magic tricks. But, hey ho. Right, we're going to go upstairs now, and you can see where I do some of my stuff out of the way from my kids and my missus, where I do some hobbying. A lot. I had these nice stairs fitted. Told the missus it'd be a good idea just so I could, like, you know, get some storage space, but realistically it was just so I had some hobby space. Come on. So up in my loft, as you can see, I've got a nice little setup here. So I've got my airbrush set up. Generally I've got my little compressor here, donated to me and lent to me by my lovely friend Top Table Nick. All right, what a legend he was. All right, and lent me his spare compressor so I can have my airbrush. So up here, most of my stuff at the moment's downstairs. All right, so normally got my drawer, loads of like practice models and things like that in my drawer, just to try some different things out when I'm practicing with the airbrush. Loads of little bits, toothbrushes, things like that, airbrush spinner, toilet roll. Tell you what, this is like life savings. Don't tell the missus I've got this. Shh. Okay, so just set it up, and this is where I do generally my painting. My mask is currently downstairs. I do normally wear a mask if I'm up here, especially up in the loft. Okay, I'm sat here. I've got loads of spare models cutting around right underneath my desk. Loads of gods here. I'm looking at maybe doing Warcry, and at the moment, generally my big stance is on Middle Earth, as you all know. Right, so this is pretty much where I do a lot of my airbrushing, in fact all of my airbrushing, and some of my painting when I want to get out of the way of the kids and the missus. On to the next room. So this was what was originally supposed to be the hobby cave, the man cave. So as you can come in here, clearly it got a sofa put in here. It had man cave written on the wall, but never actually ended up as a man cave. Okay, my missus ended up taking over this room. It's got the Xbox in though. Alright, it's got my gaming station. It was going to have a table in there so I can paint and stuff like that, but that didn't happen. So, this is my dining room. Right, it is attached onto the man cave, and this is pretty much where I do most of my hobbying. Right, as you can see, if you want cheap labour, I've got my lovely daughter there, getting all the models in. She's currently painting a Stormcast Eternal. Alright, that I got primed for her today, and she really wanted to paint that. So, as you can see here, this, when it's not my dining room table, is hobby corner. Alright, so during this lockdown, everything Middle Earth wise and things I'm painting and working on has been down there. All the stuff I use, alright, as you can see, it's almost like I'm sponsored by Artis Opus. I've got the whole range of Artis Opus brushes. Alright, I've bought my brand new tool, which is my glasses, alright, which my daughter's got on. Alright, and I've helped them, and that was a bit of a motivation from Steve Crow, to be fair. I seen his glasses, I tried the ones he wore, they were like 80 quid anyway. Right, but they're too much narrow view. With these ones, I've got a massive narrow view, and I've got a wide view, and I've got a light on them as well, so I use them. Different things. I bought like a nice little thing there to keep all my paints in. I was in a pound shop the other week. I got that for 4 quid. Right, I was up at a local place near me when I took the car, and I seen that and realised it was perfect. So, if you want to see what a £30,000 catapult looks like, there is the shrine. There it is, ladies and gentlemen. Right, that is the £30,000 catapult. So, things I'm working on at the moment. I don't know if people have seen, if you've read the Drawn Combat blog, I worked on a Mordor army for Desolation of Stockport. That was pretty much where I started for SBG in general. Right, so I've done a Mordor army, right, which is currently in these boxes down here. So I've been working on my Mordor lately and finishing off my Mordor. Fell Beast, Great Beast of Gorgoroth. Okay, I've got all different models. Shelob, one of my favourite models. Even painted one of the trolls the other day. Right, if you want to see the pictures of all the different models that I've got, StealthGeek_82 on Instagram, and that's where I put all my pictures of my models. Okay, so currently, me and the daughter are working on Army of the Dead. Okay, Steve Crow again, the legend that he is, give me a nice Aragorn model to go with my Army of the Dead. So my daughter started painting all the Army of the Dead models. So I've got the Aragorn, and one of my good friends, Ryan Johnson from Element Games, he is giving my daughter a Legolas and Gimli model. Okay, so she's going to get that for the Army of the Dead and start playing. When we actually had top table gaming and a Leodis Games competition between the two, my daughter went down, seen one of the young lads there playing Army of the Dead, and that's what she went on, and that's what she wanted to try. So that's why I did that. So I took the Mordor part of the Pelennor Fields box. Currently though, I'm working on Harad. So at the moment, another donation from the lovely Ed Ball. Okay, he's given me a Mumak, which he'd half done, half built. So I'm going to start working on that. At the moment, I'm just trying to think of ways to work on tusks. Alright, so I'm going to try and get some tusk weapons on there using toothpicks and some thread and twine and things like that. And building loads of different models. So, like I said, I've got my tester models of Prime stuff. I've got loads of my hood models that I'm going to start painting, alright, during this lockdown. My hood models with blowpipes. I'm currently waiting on some from coming from Russia with this lockdown, and God knows how long they're going to take. Alright, Serpent Riders. I did want Camel Riders, but it looks like Steve's keeping them close to his chest, so he's not going to give me his Camel Riders. Sad face. Alright, so I've gone with Serpent Riders. I've got some Raiders. I'm looking at getting a wet palette. I'm just trying. I've sprayed up a Serpent Horde model today. Alright, just on the Serpent Guard, just so I can start practicing. It was just a spare one I had, and it's just so I can start looking at different paint schemes for the Harad. I'm not too sure what I'm going to do yet. I want to try something different rather than just the usual either red or black. If you look at the Drawn Combat blog that Dan Slobodian's doing, he's got Harad and he's been using Talisar blue and one of the purples from the contrast range, and that's really striking and looks really good. So I'm looking at trying to do something different to that as well. With regards to hobbying as well, obviously I play X-Wing most of the time. I only painted one or two of my ships, so I did 40k before that. So realistically, when I stopped painting for about 2 years, so I've only just started up again. Right, contrast paints weren't even a thing then, so I'm really enjoying, and they're making my painting really quick. I'm trying new methods with the contrast paint though, and I've been watching loads of YouTube videos out there. Squidmire, Maniac Miniatures. Alright, there's some really good things that you can get some really good tips of for painting models. So that is what I'm going to start doing now, and I'm really trying to make my Harad models something, like I say, a bit different. So, moving on, at the moment as well, for my good army, I know it sounds a bit cheesy, but I've got Thorin's Company. Okay, currently looking at painting up Thorin's Company, trying to do it really nice and really good. Alright, I love the models in Thorin's Company. I love the movies, despite what people think. Alright, obviously not as good as Lord of the Rings movies, but Hobbit movies are still good, and Thorin's Company is pretty class, man. So I thought I was going to start with that. When it comes to other things, I don't know what other armies I'm going to start. Thranduil's Halls, one of the armies that I'm looking at getting, and also Defenders of Helm's Deep. Okay, because they look pretty cool. Like I said, I sit here at my breakfast, my dining room table, painting most of the time at the moment. And that's it really. So that's pretty much all from me. So, get out of here! Get out! Go, go, go! Get out! Get out of my house!